What is messed up in the world? Too deep.
Guitar for ladies only. Somehow I don't feel that special.
A Fox News journalist was calling sexism on having separate lines for men and women for security checks in Qatar. Rather than me replying, I think it's better to have a Muslim sister reply to this one.
Hi Jenny, as a journalist, I'm going to respond to your video, and I'm going to do my very best not to focus on the fact that you work for Fox News, which, judging by the biased rhetoric you spread on your video, is pretty self-explanatory in itself. But what I am going to do, though, as a fellow reporter, as a fellow journalist that's years younger than you, that's traveled to different countries covering various topics around the world, I'm going to give you some advice. As journalists, we have a responsibility to uphold. We have a responsibility to do our due diligence, to fully understand and investigate a topic before spreading any information, misinformation, or biased rhetoric as you did in this video. Now, let's talk about the special gate you talked about. We will agree on one thing. It is most definitely special. I made myself laugh. Let's continue. It's a matter of one word that perfectly explains this special gate. Respect. It's a matter of respecting someone's boundaries, their beliefs, their religious beliefs. A woman does not want to be searched by a man. A man does not want to be searched by a woman. Vice versa. An agent does not want to search a woman, a man agent, and a woman agent does not want to be searched by a man. That's just the way it is. It's a matter of respecting someone's religious beliefs and boundaries and making them feel comfortable as they're entering this country. Now, you hinted to the idea that it was based on discrimination or sexism, but it's far from that. It's a level of respect. The best word to describe it is respect. Now, judging by the way you conducted your video and executed it, that's a word that's foreign to you and something that you maybe don't quite understand.
There are thousands of languages the sister could have spoken, and she chose facts. You know what, while we're at it, let's see what the Muslim men have to say about this.
She'll be allowed in the stadium. They're not stopping her from going into the stadium. They're just separating the men and the women. However, if she wore a hijab and she was entering a school in India and in France, she will be told to remove that piece of clothing.
Wow.
She'll be told to show her body just so she can go and sit an exam or just so she can go inside and become educated. Just let that sink in for a while. Here you're just going into a stadium. But in France, in possibly Denmark, they banned the hijab as well. In India, this was everywhere. All over social media where young girls were going to sit their exams and they were told to remove clothing just so they can go in and sit the exam.